fix that for you. You have loyalty issues, Tero. My Zanuka project will fix that for you.
Eliminate all Corpus threats. Eliminate all Corpus threats. The alarms have triggered a bursa. We've been locked out. Let's override the security. Watch yourself. The alarms have attracted a Bursa.
Damn it. Well, yeah, Inaros. Well, up until people just joined, I was doing Sortie 1 entirely by myself, and I'm pretty sure I have the wrong weapon equipped. So take that as you will.
Doors are locked. Time to break in. They've brought in reinforcements. A Bursa. The alarms have triggered a Bursa. They've brought in reinforcements. A Bursa. Another job well executed.
You have loyalty issues.
Where are you getting the euros from, Tigerhawk? That's what I want to
The
know.
enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive. Go now, Tenno. You have done well.
at least my 1 energy per second back. Okay, there seems to be something funny going on. That sandstorm, I have like 40% of normal power, and that sandstorm is just ripping through the corpus like crazy. Because, yeah, it's like, or no, it's 100%. Never mind. Maybe it's not that bad then. But that's funny that it's just tearing the corpus. Now this is pretty funny. Although I'm gonna run out of power. And that's the beauty of a high defense rage. Run out of power, just turn it back on, because something hit you. I like how that guy was just so dizzy he couldn't get down. Hi there, Charm City on Twitch. I'm surprised at how effective that damn tornado thing is. Never actually thought of Inaros as being a competent crowd control frame. That would be pretty funny if that actually worked in things other than corpus sorties. That actually makes me wonder if there would be some way to have just a ridiculous map sweeping version of that. Because this is probably the easiest sortie defense I've ever had. Would you believe the Inaros is only at 100% power strength? Oh, is this thing bugged now? Okay, this is bad. Okay, this is really bad. I don't know why this is bugging. Okay, this is crap. Well, this looks like a bust. Well, this sucks. Yeah, it seems like it bugged. Because now I'm getting invalid target. And it's the last wave. No, it's just not, it's not getting targeted. You can see my pet trying to jump on it, but it's just not there. And the other person sees it in a different place. So I just think it bugged. Well, I think I'm the host still, so it shouldn't be anything like that. I mean, even if I use, you know, the area thing, it's not vacuuming it up. So I think it just bugged somehow, but I hate when bugs like this creep in. I guess I just have to take a screenshot and start over. Great. And hope it doesn't do it again. Checking to see if this is a known issue for today, and I just didn't see. Yeah, the stupid thing is you can see my pet attacking it. I mean, it seems like maybe a radiation proc just got screwed up and did a full conversion and never wore off. Yeah, it's not... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to restart, and hopefully for this person, it'll migrate and they'll get credit. That's all I can do, because clearly it's bugged. Let's see. Because yeah, this is my setup currently on Inneros. It's passive. I don't build for the powers. The only thing I have is stretch for extra range on his desiccate, but it's all for being able to survive effortlessly versus level 100 enemies. So I'm not even sure why that whirlwind was actually killing stuff. Because I've never seen it kill anything before. Okay, it's apparently just normal, straight damage. It's not finisher damage, it doesn't ignore shields. It's just straight damage, so I don't get why it was actually killing Corpus. Let alone level 80 Corpus.
Taro, my Zanuga project will fix that for you.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive. Go now, Tenno. You have done well.
Hopefully the operative knows how to use Alex Prime. Oh right, I know why they're dying. Well, maybe. It's extreme cold condition, which reduces shields by what, 75%? And then I have shield disruption on Inaros. So that might be why stuff is dying to Sandstorm. And the Sancti Tigress in general. Also, I love the health regen for Kubros and Kavats now. The Medi Pet Pack thing from the Index. Oh crap, my health is really, really low. Anyway, the whole reason I have this particular setup on Inaros with the crazy level of defense is that it actually gets, well, very difficult to survive at all on very high level stuff. But it's able to kill roughly level 100 nullifiers just using the shotgun. But for everything else, it can throw sand and use the finishers. And so it can actually cut through a pretty decently sized group very rapidly just using finishers. Yeah, I still want some way to use Zephyr's Tornadoes for some fun. I'm doing the same mission because the last one bugged. I'm hoping whoever was with me got credit when I aborted, because it would have host transferred to them. I don't remember. There's at some point at which if the operative goes just down a certain number of times, it auto fails the mission, or only if it bleeds out. Anyway, you can see them ragdolling. Well, luckily the operator is at least in a dead end, so I'm only having to defend 2 different corridors instead of, you know, an entirely open field. So I'm pretty lucky he wandered in back here. But even still, oh, if you went AFK, you must have missed it, but I pointed out that my Inneros build on this is pure defensive. The only thing on it is stretch to get a bit of range. Mostly for Desiccate, his one, which is a blind. Oh no, don't go outside. I like how he thinks it's perfect weather for a jog. Anyway, reason I can use Inaros for this is his effective health is extremely high, doesn't have shields, but also has a multitude of ways to actually regenerate health. But the primary of which is just anytime he does a finisher, it regenerates like 800. And 800 is more health than my Valkyr has with like a rank 6 or 7 vitality and a vigor. I mean, blind is so overpowered. That's why, one of the reasons why Excalibur can actually do pretty well, but I wanted a straight up defensive frame for this kind of thing. Because I was specifically wondering how to do, you know, the level 100 sortie kind of stuff. Of course, not having some giant offensive capability does mean I need to rely much more on appropriate weapon choices. Yeah, I must not have the correct setup on Ashe. But I guess one thing is, Ashe's Blade Storm does not work on Ancient Infested, like, at all. I mean, it kind of can, but he can also just get permanently stun locked on it without being able to kill anything. I mean, I guess for Corpus that's much less of an issue, but in, like, the Ashe case, how do you deal with nullifiers then? Because that's the fun thing about this, is I can just duck inside. Even, you know, even with their shields completely up, I can just duck inside and headshot it. The only situation I was able to test in the simulacrum that resulted in Inaros' death was 20 corrupted bombards. Everything else was actually pretty easy at level 90, but it still pretty much applies. Oh dear. To be fair, that's an open space, and this isn't. But hey, I even have quick thinking. But because of the choices I made when figuring out what to slot, that's how I can survive the really nasty stuff like that. You know, I basically have infinite energy. But I can also, you know, I have enough for quick thinking to work. And then anytime I can just get on a chain of finishing stuff off, it regenerates my health. I'm on the last wave again. It's not bad for so... Dear Lord, I think something's hitting me with... Oh, I'm getting repeatedly hit with puncture procs. Oh crap, this is bad. Oh, this is very, very bad. Now I'm bleeding out. Oh, this is bad. Oh no. I might, well, lose this now. Crap. Because my bleed out timer is too long. Nope, save it by the bell. Hell yeah.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
But yeah, if I didn't have it set up as full defensive, that simply wouldn't have worked at all. But that does make me want to try to see if there's some way I could have a really long range sandstorm version for lower level stuff, because that's mostly what I use Ember for. I'm surprised nobody joined in though.
You have loyalty issues, Taro. My Zanuga project will fix that for you.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
Now, mobile defense, if other people don't join in quickly, this might be the really hard part. Because everything's like level 100 and has the physical enhancement.
We have got to find a terminal.
Oh, right, I
Proceed
should
and
replace my
prepare.
Lex Prime with something else, anything else. But what would it even be? Sonic Core, perfect.
You have loyalty issues, Taro. My Zanuga project will fix that for you.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must
No,
deliver
I
payloads
started
and
playing
defend a number of
during
locations while I
the
break into
original
the network.
alpha, but I
Be
didn't
prepared
get
for heavy
founder.
resistance. I can't do this
I
without
kind of
you.
regret that now.
I need access to a terminal. Find one and patch me in.
Yeah, the Lotto Vandal is just from alpha. Like, I think I forget what specifically alpha testers versus beta testers got, but yeah, the Vandal was just like alpha tester. That's so weird. I kind of wonder if... No, I'm pretty sure I have covert lethality on the dagger, because I don't have really any other mods equipped. That's weird that the ground finisher wasn't doing anything.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Yeah, I have to admit, I never thought of using Inneros this particular way. So this seems like a pretty crazy combination of just flat out defensive capability and crowd control.
Area completed. Move on.
Yeah, Nova would get one shot here. Hell, Nova can get down from level like 15 stuff. If it's the right faction anyway.
Here is a terminal.
Oh.
Get me in and get ready to defend.
Oh, crap. Oh, well, it doesn't matter because I'm not actually defending yet.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
See, that's another part that amuses me. Apparently, all I need to get full health on my companion is to use the finisher on one enemy. Because I think it's technically that the finisher does a pretty incredible amount of damage behind the scenes. And the health link, the melee restoration on the companion is like a percentage rather than a flat amount or anything.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
So right before I mentioned that, the Kubro went from like less than 100 health to, 6,000. And yes, that means my Kubro can have more health than I do. No, it's normally not that high. It's because I'm on Inaros and I have Link health. As well as Link armor. It's to keep the pet actually alive. Carrier and all other
The odds
Sentinels
are against us, Tenno,
just
but we
die
did it.
here.
Mission complete.
Oops. So that's funny, I completed the last one solo and this one solo. And not in solo mode, so I couldn't even pause. But yeah, it's definitely that
Mission complete.
pack
work,
leader
Tenno.
health restore, which is funny. Yeah, mods like that I have on the pet are maxed. I'll show you. Yeah, you can see, well, I guess that's not maxed, but you can see Health Link gives the pet 130%, 35% of my health in addition to their own base. 90% bleed out Link, and then 72% bleed out reduction. That actually, between the two, that actually means the pet can stay alive for between 2 and 2.5 minutes bleeding out before actually dying in a mission. Oh, do I not have link armor on this? I don't have link armor on that one. That's funny. That might be better. Yeah, I guess with Loyal Companion, the reason I have that usually is just because it lets me actually take care of a bunch of stuff for up to 2 minutes before I have to revive the pet. But link armor actually gives it some more defenses too. And because it's a Sunica, it can actually deal finisher damage and knock people over, which is more useful than you'd think. Pat Leader gives 36% of my melee attacks as health back to the Kubro, but on Inaros that means the finisher damage, it's always a full heal that I can tell. Wait, there's 90%, so what's the difference? Oh, on this one I don't have Animal Instinct. That's why I use this one. I forgot. Yeah, because Link Armor is more expensive than Loyal Companion. So, I mean, I need to put some Forma on. But I was kind of planning to get a cat before putting Forma on, maybe. Because it seems like it would be perhaps more worth it for the lucky loot cat to get Forma. But Sunica's actually pretty good in combat. Like, you might have been able to see that my Sunica was actually killing, level 80, 100 enemies. Because of the finisher damage. But to be fair, that's pretty much only Corpus it can kill that way. Because they have really low base health. But anyway, that was all 3 sorties. No, I don't have the Kavad upgrade yet. I have the normal clan upgrade though. I'm still, I'd say I'm still working on the scans, but I've pretty much given up because I don't think I have any scans. What would that even be under? Probably under miscellaneous, but because I have a bunch of the segment upgrade blueprints, but no, I don't have any of the scans yet. And that's the thing that makes me upset. I've scanned probably 200 to 300 Kavats. And I have the double scan upgrade on my scanner, and I've yet to receive even one. I'll double check. Yeah, I have 0 still. And that's after 200 to 300 Kavat with the double scan upgrade. Does it have to be the feral Kavat? I thought it was all of them. Oh, it's the feral ones, not the... crap. That might be why. Well, that is why. Darn it. Yeah, I thought I had to scan just any of them. Darn it. But yeah, I haven't done the derelict stuff that much. I've only seen a couple and scanned them there. But I was just gonna buy them, I think. Let me see. Yeah, because right now, probably this, 4550 plat is reserved entirely for getting a Synard Simular, I think. It seems like perhaps for
there's a time-limited mission alert
frames
available.
like Mirage
Check
and
navigation.
Ember, Hydroid, maybe Equinox, that being able to have an extremely AoE gun like that might be very useful. So let's see. I mean, maybe there's some way to make this work. Or not. Well, maybe if I had a Forma or two, I could at least put the Power Drift in the Exilis slot, but there's gotta be some way. Well, maybe there's not, but... Because normally you just put something like Blind Rage on. And unfortunately I only have one. Yeah, I think on Ember there's just kind of enough. Well, let me look. I think on Ember there's just kind of enough because I'm not having to use something like Vitality. Well, I guess if it's specifically low level I wouldn't even need Vitality, but it's still a defensive slot. Oh, Transient Fortitude, that's one maybe. Because it's kind of useless without the rage, really. I mean, even if it's only using 2.5 energy a second, that's still really fast. Oh, my syndicates are New Loka, Parent Sequence, and Red Veil. Okay, maybe something like that would work, but I think that makes it the super high cost still. Yeah, 17.5 energy a second. That wouldn't work. Yeah, I'm maxed in all three now. Well, let me see what I have on hand. I know I have a Secura Penta just lying around waiting to be sold, actually. And a Secura Dual Sestra, but I can't remember if I was going to use those or not. Or wait, did I sell the... Oh no, I ended up getting the Secura Dual Sestra instead of the Penta, I think. Yeah, looks like that's what I have.
We offer these to aid you, Tenno.
But yeah, I can get any of the weapons. I mean, if the suggestion were up to me, the Sancti Tigris is just super hard to beat for relatively high level stuff. I mean, it won't really kill like level 80, 90 plus Grenier. And certainly not like 90 plus corrupted heavy gunners. I mean, the heavy units, it won't really dent those, but other than that, it does a tremendous amount of damage. Do I have regular Boltor? Oh, I do. Yeah, I could sell that. Yeah, I could get a Magistar. That wouldn't be a problem. I guess I may as well start on the rep stuff then. Wait, I can... What I was trying to do was figure out how the hell to get max range and at least 100% power strength and hopefully super high efficiency all on Inneros, but I don't know how I can manage that because of the two defensive slots here, as well as generally needing rage to do much of anything. I mean, I guess I can see what happens without rage, because I guess the assumption would be stuff would die too quickly. the math, how the math works with efficiency versus duration. I could get it down to 4. And that would just bring it up to 100. Well, generally speaking, what I want on really huge range is to be able to have the lowest possible energy regen or cost so that it's sustainable. Like, I've been looking for an alternative to building a second Ember, because building a second Ember would be a bit insane. Because I really want to do focus, focus farming. So having a stupidly high range would be nice. Because 35 meters on the sandstorm would be nuts. It really would. I mean, I guess the damage per second doesn't need to be that high. What is it on Ember? Well, that would be 400. And World on Fire has a much lower cost. And it has a status chance. I don't know. I just keep thinking of that I really need some kind of alternative to Ember, because as much as I like Ember, I don't want to have to build a second copy of Ember just to use for a different lens. And Equinox, unfortunately, does way too low damage. And has a lower range. Sorry, I should be doing something, probably. Okay, I think I'll just try and see what happens with this. I mean, I guess in theory, I'd be able to use Rage to do the whole thing, and yeah, maybe it'd work. Probably not. I just kind of want to see what happens with it. I'll probably still be streaming a while. Anyway, I was just thinking, yeah, it would be too funny
Heavy infestation ahead.
if somehow the sandstorm would be... Holy moly. But yeah, I'm kind of afraid I'm just gonna have to get a second ember, which is madness. I mean, I don't think there's normally a reason to get 2 copies of the same frame. And to be fair, that's not counting that both Equinox and Ember can actually move at full speed, including sprinting, rolling, while using their abilities.
That's the reactor. Expose its core and destroy it. Target
So yeah,
destroyed. Proceed to the extraction point.
Maybe that idea is kind of a buzz. Still, I just hate the idea of building a second Ember just for World on Fire. I believe you can.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
I mean, really, it would be surprising if there were some kind of restriction on that. Because they're literally treated as just frames. That's the whole point of them. They're just shells. So it wouldn't make any sense to not be able to have more than one of the exact same kind. It's just that for Ember, her World on Fire, like, this is how I have it set up, and I get 175% efficiency, 235% range, and 100% strength with knockdown, or 115% flat, which means that I can just wreck stuff, generally speaking. Below a certain level. And that's very good for focus farming. But the whole reason I would want more than one Ember is to be able to switch between which focus I'm earning. which is just kind of an unfortunate side effect of how the system works.
Our intel suggests that our person of interest is in the vicinity. Search for the hostage and bring them home.
And funny enough, on Ember, usually I use the Tellus Bullface these days just because it lets me gather containers
Find the captive as soon as you can. We don't
very
have much
quickly,
time.
so I can get a higher initial energy. Like so. I mean, to be fair, this is low enough level stuff that I don't even actually need the knockdown. Stuff just vaporizes anyway. And the funny thing is, you can actually see some pretty high numbers, like 200, 300 sometimes. And it's not even from stealth, I think. But that means even low-level enemies can actually be worth a decent amount on Ember.
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors. You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence. This is the jail. Our hostage is in one of these cells.
Thank you, Tenno.
Prisoner located. We need to get them back to command in one piece. Find your way to the exits, and don't leave the subject behind.
Anyway, I still haven't found a better focus farm than Ember. Just because it's so effortless. I mean, even on something really low level like this, I'd probably get at least 500-600. And on a long or a higher level mission, it's possible to get up to 4,000 or so.
Escort mission complete. The hostage is safe now. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, got almost 1,000 for like a level 7 mission. guess with Xenoric, the real thing would be to, for focus farming, would
We
be
have
to get a
located the
frame that
enemy's
can
planetary communication towers.
do
Capture
a
the
large
towers and
nuke
remain in
and
control
area
long enough to
denial.
decode incoming messages.
Will you help us, Tenno? And our cause?
For relatively low energy cost, but able to affect just a massive range. And preferably do area denial at the same time.
Tower online.
Then again, there's something to be said for, you know, not having to move for several minutes. Or not even look at the
We
Warframe
are
screen for a
dominating.
few minutes.
Keep it up.
Oh, that reminds me. I've heard there's some way to just somehow make Soundquake on Banshee able to go continuously without needing recharges from anybody, from any source, which I don't get, but I've heard it's possible. On the other hand, it's an immobilization, but still, I've heard it's still possible. Somehow, I just can't figure it out. It's probably only me that can't figure it out, too.
We have decoded the message. The remaining enemies must not report back to their command. Eliminate everyone. I have detected another message incoming. Capture and decode the signal. You have captured a radio tower.
Hi, Firash on YouTube.
We have control of all 4 towers.
Well, that's amusing. I don't think that's ever happened before. Somebody incidentally joining in with me unintentionally while in the stream or something. I don't know. Oh, that's funny. Usually I do syndicate stuff solo because sometimes I get annoyed when people are just spending an hour looking for the last medallion. I'm okay, Firash. I'm having a bit of insomnia, though. Otherwise, I would be asleep.
Message decoded. Leave none alive. Clear out. The data you have collected here today will go a long way in supporting our cause.
And we both have Soma Prime.
Will you help us, Tenno? And our cause?
Wait,
Scanner
why
has
wouldn't
picked up a
why
target.
wouldn't I
Go
want
to
to
the
do
dig site.
missions?
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protect it from enemy fire. An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site. We need another power cell for the excavator.
I'm kind of the opposite. As long as people aren't actively messing with stuff, then I'm still trying to design my setup with the frames and weapons and all to make it so I don't need to care whether I'm solo or there's 3 other people on my team, mostly AFK.
Excavation complete. Look what we found.
In other words, even if it's a team game, my instinct tends to be to be able to carry somehow. I mean, not that I am, but
The scanner has picked up a target.
but I certainly
Gone to
want the
dig site.
capability to be there. I just wish I could have Ember set up, or something like Ember set up just like this, so it's really easy though. I keep wanting something that can just farm the hell out of focus. But it really seems like Ember is just about the best for that.
Dig complete. Your hard work has just been rewarded.
Yeah, I think you're describing the spore thing, and for the life of me, I was really trying to figure that out, even last night, and it just confuses the hell out of me.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire.
I mean, it seems like I must be doing
artifact has been
something wrong
located.
because
Proceed
everybody
to the dig
describes
site.
it as that as long as there are a lot of enemies on the map, generally speaking, that, you know, aside from nullifiers, you can just spread it and then everything on the map gets infected. But that hasn't been my experience at all. And I also haven't seen it do much damage, ever. I mean, for me, the spores do like 13 to 17 damage per tick. Which isn't terribly high.
The excavator has run out of power. Find a cell.
I mean, maybe it's ticking many times and it's just overlapping. But it didn't seem like it was doing... It didn't seem like it was doing really any damage compared to the crappy gas ignis I was using to burst the spores. So it seems like it should have been doing a lot, but it really, really wasn't.
Look what we just uncovered. Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
I mean, I'm kind of getting to the point where if I was going to do anything like that, I may as well just go
to the dig
for
site.
like a miasma stun thing, maybe? Maybe. Well, it's just seeming like maybe I'm just out of a loop. Maybe I don't have the right mods or something. Because a lot of people use primed mods. And certainly primed serration, pressure point, what have you, would help.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protect it from enemy fire. The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site. Excavation complete. Look what we found. Dig complete. Your hard work has just been rewarded. Extraction is now available.
Night, Firash. Oh, a follower. Thanks for the follower. Follower. Thanks for the follow. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. Winister? Something. I'm sure you will correct me if I got it wrong. That's fine. That's good. Let's see. I have a hijack mission here. Meh. If not entirely obvious, I'm somewhat sleep deprived.
Will you help us, Tenno? And our cause?
A Fomorian core is being transported from the factory for installation. You are here to make sure that core never reaches a Fomorian-class ship. We need to take these cores into deep space for destruction. A core rupture here would turn this outpost into an uninhabitable wasteland. The Grenier are transporting the core by cargo tram. Find the control console to reroute the tram.
What is happening to the tram? Investigate! Investigate now!
Oops.
Excellent. We now have control.
But yeah, that's
of
what
the
a
tram.
seed looks
Its
like.
drive systems have been overridden, and it will now drop power from your shields.
It's worth noting that if you have loot detector, it has an identical icon to any of the containers. The breakable containers, rather. Little square icons. So if you go through a map breaking all
so
the
good.
containers,
Keep moving the tram toward extraction.
whatever's left after you break all of the containers will, it'll eventually lead you to the
I am detecting
medallions.
a prosecutor. Get ready for a tough fight.
And that's true for all factions.
Good work. You have proven the prosecutors are not invincible. You have reached the midpoint. Disposing of these cores will be a massive blow to AHEC.
Assassins! Thieves! Miscreants! Leave my cause alone!
Tenno, get ready. A prosecutor is approaching. Extraction is close. Do not let up. The Grineer must not be allowed to recover this core. Prosecutor eliminated. Watch out for more. Got it. Let's head home.
Anyway, I'm assuming you don't have parent sequence or red veil. Oops.
These will feed the fire.
Actually, I might be too tired to do more. Yeah, I think I'll actually call it here. Even though it's only been around 2.5 hours. Usually I stream for a lot longer, but it's been a long night. I haven't been sleeping like I normally would. And I just don't feel up to continuing to play right now. I might be on later again. If I'm not on later, I'll probably upload something that I already streamed or recorded. But yeah, I'm just really tired, so I'm gonna take it easy. I'll still be around in chat for a while if anybody felt like chatting. If not, no big deal. But anyway, thank you for watching, thank you for the follows, and I hope everybody gets to take care and have some fun, and hopefully I'll see people again later today or tomorrow. Oh, did somebody just follow again? Wait, what was that? Ben Test? I guess Ben Test is now following. My email isn't updating. There it is. Oh, and yeah, I'm... let's see. Friend request. Okay. Wow, I've got... Where the heck are all those from? Anyway, I'll deal with that later. But thanks all, and like I said, I'll be streaming later or tomorrow, one or the other. Probably more Warframe, unless something amazing comes up. But probably not. Warframe's a lot of fun. Take care.